So, good morning here, and I want to quickly talk about some stuff that I'll be talking about on my YouTube. And today we want to be doing the series. We start the series of what? Unclogged, Peep Unclogged series. Peep Unclogged. Okay. So it's going to be very, very insightful if you just watch my videos. So this is just a quick introduction, and we'll talk about the first what topic here. Okay, the market structure identification. Okay, so we have market structure identification. What's a swing and its function, type of swing with examples or samples. set Setup, foundation, or the PDRA that you need to focus on. Yeah, just four. Okay, resource, my breaker to breaker, and the number one rule for breaker, my liquidity location. So if you understand this first topic, you will understand this liquidity location very easily. Okay, and the most common problem that people face is that they don't know where liquidity is. So when they enter trade, let's say they are going to buy, they don't know whether a low has to be taken first before the buy will come into fusion. Okay, so place trade and price will go against them, take out a low before going their direction again. Okay, maybe your stop loss is not that wide and the stop loss is being hit, and they will now say the principle, the major statement that most traders usually say, I know the direction, but why did the price went lower before going my way, going up, going my way, and they have lost that trade already. Okay, so you understand this when I talk about this today, the swing today, it may look somehow, but when you relate it to liquidity location, then everything will be done. So after that, we're talking about golden pattern. So the strong eye versus weak low, all those stuff like that. And after that, we'll be talking about weekly review on YouTube. Every week, I'll be discussing the most common. Don't let me do anything that you will not know or like to see it. I'll discuss DSY with what? EU and GU. Okay, like that. So, that being said, let's just go to our chart. So, welcome back to Acacia 9 FX Mentorship. Again, this is free for YouTube. Free for YouTube. Okay? Free for YouTube. Now, we have something very, very important to discuss. And that is what? What a swing is. Most times, I will not be able to write everything, but listen attentively. A swing, the main function, a swing is any price movement that break a barrier. Any price movement that breaks a barrier. This point K here is a barrier. It's what? A barrier. Most times, they usually find trouble. It's usually trouble to break it. But once price break it, it's no more trouble again. It's now telling you that AB is a swing on its own. So the main function of a swing, I said the topic is very simple, very, very straight to the point. The main function of a swing is to break barrier. The main function of a swing is to break what? To break barrier. So I will write it. That being said, the main function of a swing is to what? Is to break barrier. Nothing will happen if this is not up. This function is not carried out. Nothing will happen. Okay? Nothing. Let's say price decide to come down and it's going up again. If this point C to D here did not find way to break point B, that CD is not a swing, or we cannot focus on that what on that swing. It's insignificant. It did not finish its job. The job is to break barrier B, and if that did not happen, this beginning, which is point C here, is where price will be trying way to attempt before it can go up again to break that barrier B again. So what the main function of this topic is for you to decide or detect the noise in the market. The noise in the market. If you can detect the noise in the market, you are good to go. Because that noise must be what? Eradicated or stopped, must be captured. And that is what we have here when this price came lower to take it. Okay? Before going up again and breaking barrier B. So continuously, you must always look out for significant what? Swing in the market. Significant swing in the market. And what do I mean by significant swing? Significant swing means a swing that carry out this function. Okay? A swing that carry out this function, that break a barrier. The recent significant swing now will be like PJ, yeah? Okay? Why? Because it just took this low and fire up to take this high. That is the latest significant swing. So, where is the latest insignificant swing? The latest insignificant swing is point C to D. Why? Because it did not finish the job to break barrier B. I have promised myself that I will not make this video to be too long. Okay? So let's quickly look at something very simple. Very, very simple. Let's look at, let's say Bitcoin. Let me look at Bitcoin. If I'm right, or let's look at something else. Let's say GU. Okay. Yes, I want it to be something that you can see quickly. When I'm talking about significant swing, I need a close below it, a close below it, a close below it, or a close above. But it can be a week sometimes, but I love close. Let me see if I can see one. Yeah, good. I want you to focus on this portion. Let it be black. This portion of price, and see what price is doing there. Look at this. When price was coming all the way from this top to this bottom here, there's nothing wrong with it. But once price began moving up like this and did not break this high and coming down to this place and did not break this low, then people will call it, we are in the range. Okay, inside the range you can see insignificant swing also, but here we are seeing insignificant swing. Why? Price is just ranging between this low and this high. Now, what will make me sell or buy, or let me say what will make me buy first, is when price come below this low, yeah, that is when I can buy. And I'll be targeting 50% of this range or the 100% and above to the golden level. Okay, which you will then later. Okay, but as at now, we see that this high is still intact and this low is still intact for many years. You know, this is a monthly time frame until price took out this high here before we can say that price is coming for this 50% or the 100% to the golden level. Okay, so I will clean everything, but I will put mark there at this high so that you see what happened later on. I'm trying to show you insignificant swing in the market. Now look at it. You see that later on, price broke this low also. What made that happen is because you have seen that insignificant swing that is occurring here, which to me began all the way from here, from this point to this point, because this is the first one that did not break this, that did not come below this low. The first swing that is coming down that did not break below this. So price parabolated for a long time, many years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th year, it took out that beginning of that insignificant swing, then it's now going to the other side to break it. Okay, so sometimes you will say, okay, what about this? This one is coming down. Does this one break this? No. So price took out its high also. But the beginning of this movement is here. So this high must be taken. Boom. And it took it and it's coming down. How many years? If you mark it yourself, you will see. You see that? It took a long time. What do I mean by insignificant golden level or whatsoever? Let me show you. From this high, I want it to be here. Here you can see from this low here to this high here. I'll be aiming the golden level. And that was what we got. I don't need to stress myself. I just keep to the tab like that. After reaching that golden level, and pass it a little bit before we can see the pullback again. And you can see now that we have the golden level hits here from this high coming all the way down. You will now ask yourself, okay, from here now, this is now the new significant swing. Why? It broke that, it performed that function that we are talking about. That function of breaking this low. So breaking that low, make everything easy to reach the what? The golden level, and making this high here to this low here our new significant swing in the market. Now, if we have taken that one as our new significant swing, take this Fibonacci, mark the high and the low of the new significant swing. At least price should come towards what? 50%. Towards 50%, which is enough, price came down. But to me, there are other stuff that we'll be talking about here. That's why I said my source is breaker. So you don't just look at 50% and it's not reaching it and all this stuff like that. And price went up again, coming lower. Why? Because this now becomes our new significant swing, breaking lower here. It went up again and it came lower. What is price going to do next? I'm not saying I'm the best, but if you look at it very well, price should come lower. Price should come what? Lower. But what price has done here now, for those people who have been monitoring GU for many years, you will see that GU price went up here sorry, use the right tool. Went up here. After getting to this level, respecting this low here, okay? Price gather, move above here a little bit. And I said, I don't like what? Weak. I love what? The close. So I'm still expecting GU to come down. As at now, it may be looking somehow, but I'm still expecting GU to come down. So that is that. So insignificant swing and significant swing, they are very, very important, and you must make sure that you understand them. So the insignificant swing is the swing that did not finish its job. And the job is to break barrier. By significant swing are the swings that finish their job, they break the barrier, and that is good to go. That is where you need to be also. Okay? So if we look at it very well, I know the video is already long. So the next video will be on the what? We'll talk about the type of swing, insignificant swing and significant swing. Will be on foundation. You must know this to lay down a good setup. Okay? God bless you. Thanks for watching.